I do have a question.
Nice.
'Cause I'm not a big Warhammer fan. I don't know much about it, so I can't really be a fan. I'd be interested to find out, especially because Henry
Mhm.
Cavill's supposed to be doing that series on Amazon. What are you guys thinking about that? Have you guys been hearing good things? Because after the Witcher debacle, and I liked Henry Cavill in The Witcher role. I didn't really like the series as a whole. The first season I thought was pretty decent, but what do you think? Like, you think Henry Cavill's going to be kind of neutered again, like he
Oh,
has been multiple times, because he
No,
actually gives a shit?
Nope.
I think I
Nope.
think I think when it comes, according to go ahead. Go ahead. okay, according to what I know so far, and last year he obviously was very excited. He went out of some kind of a shop or Warhammer store in England, and he showed his face, and he was like, everything's fine. We got the approval on the project. Everything is a go. And then we heard some bits and pieces that he is trying to put together a very cohesive world, so to speak. They were discussing how to bring Warhammer to life. I mean, everything that I heard so far has to do with how to present such a huge universe to the world in the best way possible, and he's at the helm of that. And whatever they talked about, it seems like he had to approve for sure because he's the head of this project, and he will not do Warhammer 40k if he is not, well, the head of the project, if he does not agree with what they're doing. So I personally believe in Henry Cavill literally because based on what we
Hmm.
saw before, if he is not in agreement with what the showrunners are doing, he's not gonna be there. He's gonna quit. He's not gonna compromise his integrity and love for the particular lore, whatever it
Mhm.
is. And Warhammer is like his favorite thing. I mean, The Witcher is one of the most favorite thing for him, but Warhammer is even more favorite. It's like the top thing. So the last thing that I've heard is that he is trying to literally, whatever they do, because they can do movies, they can do TV shows, they're trying to cohesively somehow bring the universe to life because Warhammer can be extremely confusing if you don't know anything. It's not just like Star Wars when it has a beginning and an end. It does have
Yeah.
technically a beginning, but it's like thousands upon thousands of years of lore.
Millions,
And
billions of
Yeah,
years.
millions of years.
yeah, I mean,
Billions.
Yeah.
it's
Technically billions.
40K,
We're
so that
shooting
means
too low.
40,000,
Yeah.
basically. 40,000 from the recorded history. It's like our Earth is the equivalent of our Earth, and they have to
Mhm.
explain how the universe started with godlike beings, quote unquote, not really, but in the material realm, there's a material realm. They were very strong. They were called the Old Ones. They fought the Catan, that were like material gods, and other
Well,
races that the Old Ones created. It's a lot.
Yeah,
And
it's a
then
it's
lot.
we get to
complicated.
humanity, and then we get to the birth of the Emperor. What is he?
Mhm.
There's some new lore about that, and then how we united Earth and all the human colonies, and
Mhm.
then we get to the Horus Heresy, which is the betrayal of the Emperor. And that is so long. That's such a long story. Just the Horus Heresy, it has like 70 books by this point. So
Yep.
it has to be someone that really knows the lore, that's really passionate about it, to be like, oh my gosh, what to do? I have to know what to do because otherwise we're gonna fail. This is so important to get right. So that is why also it takes so much time. And last year there was a lot of scandals basically because some prominent YouTubers said that, oh no, this is totally gonna be ruined. I know for sure, this is not gonna happen. And then Mr.
Uh-huh.
H reviews comes out and he's like, no, I have a person on the inside. They're totally saying the
Yeah.
opposite, that this is going forward and it's gonna happen. And then like maybe two
Yep.
weeks later we have Henry Cavill and he's like, yes, this is going to
That's
happen,
right.
guys. This is real. So that was just very, very awesome. So my stance is I believe in Henry Cavill and we will see what's gonna happen. Hopefully everything is true to the lore. Amazon
Yeah.
did had one animation that was a part of anthology series and it was pretty
It was
damn
good.
good and super
Yes.
badass. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
God willing it
So,
was. I just add a little
can
bit onto this because I'm a
oh,
Warhammer 40K fan. And hey, Henry Cavill, the off chance, hey, hire me and Jared. We're ready. Hire us. We would love to be Imperial Guardsmen facing off against some sort of demon or something like that. But
I
when you look at Warhammer 40K and what it represents, I mean, Ryan, you asked about it, getting involved in it. You know, um, dip your toes into it. There is no such thing as a main protagonist or anything like that, but there are people who would like to control the Warhammer 40K lore and change things, which is a dumb thing to do because there is lore and sometimes things do change in it, but there's a set rule, which is always great because hold on, for those who know 40K on the panel, if Disney really had its way with Warhammer 40K, in my hand right here, yes, imagine this being an Imperial fist. And this other hand is an Iron Warrior. Hey, guys, how come these two can't be friends? That's what Disney would do. How come these two can't be friends? Well, there's a long reason why they can't be friends, for many reasons, in more ways than one.
Please don't.
And from
go ahead. Sorry.
From a business perspective too, you have to look at some of the things some of the changes that have happened behind the scenes at Amazon MGM Prime. Because I'm with Empress. I was 40K Henry Cavill, like 100% faith in him. He'd walk if it was going to be garbage kind of situation, right? But Bezos has recently fired Jennifer Salke, which she was the Wicked Witch of the West over there at MGM. She was the one responsible for Wheel of. Oh, she is. She's out. Yep. I did the videos over that. I was dancing. I think I did several videos over that. She was responsible for Rings of Power and Wheel of Time, plus a bunch of other crap. Vernon Sanders was her right-hand man, and they just announced a week ago that his ass is on the way out the door as well. So they're slowly getting all of the cancer that was responsible for a lot of those abominations, because Jennifer Salke got fired because she fucked up the Bond thing. That was like the last straw with Bezos for that. So a lot of those activists that are responsible for fucking up like Rings of Power and Wheel of Time, the people that were in charge of those people and hired all of those people are gone. Jennifer Salke, I think, cost just in 2024 alone, spent $20 billion of Jeff Bezos's money and produced almost next to nothing and nothing successful.
Oh my God. Wait, that's horrible, man.
I got to give a name drop. First of all, Valkyrie Down Project.
Yes, I was going to.
Kate Empress voice acted in this project. I want to say to them, everyone, please follow and subscribe to his channel. But also, more importantly, I want to say this to you: your work saved my life last year and has given me so much hope. So thank you for letting me be part of that project. From everyone that's been part of it, you guys been doing some great work.
Thank you as well, Valkyrie Down. Yeah, go follow him. So he does like kind of like an animation. It's a audio novel, audio drama. I'm voicing the main female character who is a sister of battle, and the third episode is going to come out as soon as possible. He has some issues, but as soon as he can, third episode, and then the fourth, I'm going to be more from the fourth episode on. So it's pretty amazing to be a part of that and actually be an actress. And Kit, you're an actor.
I know. I've done. I got to say, it's Valkyrie Project Down. You did save my life. Thank you.
Amazing. Well, now that I'm back, hopefully you can all hear me, and hopefully there are no problems. Because folks, let me tell you this: I hate my main computer with a passion. Welcome back. It's great to be here, Digny. Yes, all that fun stuff. It's nice to see that we had a solid panel holding things down. But if they do it too well, then what's the point of me being here? It's very dangerous. Can't have you doing too. You guys can't have good talks about the things you want to think about. What about me? What about my timestamps?
You sound just like, you know what, Digny? I think you'd get hired by Kathleen Kennedy next week with that kind of attitude. me.
Oh, and timestamps, it just reminds me of somebody I used to know. I don't know.
I know.
Can't put my finger on him.
Well, he's gone now, but I appreciate his guidance. My mentor, a great guy. But it just goes to show, folks, that the power is in your hands. Power to the people. And if cancel culture should exist, it should be of the people, by the people, for the people. Against egregious establishments, be they governmental or corporate. And there's a little spider on my camera. I just managed to get it. I now have it dangling on my hand. Tiny little thing. I'll just throw it away.
Again, Yeah, because we talk about cancel culture, like
Mhm.
there are people who should go. I don't want to utter their names, but you have that scumbag criminal nuisance streamer Johnny Somali. I know
Mhm.
Legal Mindset's been, and all of them have
Yep.
they pretty much dragged him around. But people like that cause problems for people like us.
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
who
yeah,
want to do real good content creation. Because if I want to
Right.
go overseas in Japan or South Korea or wherever the hell, I want to at least pull out my camera and not, what are you going to do? Some American's going to do something stupid or harassing person
Yes.
like what Vitelli did in the Philippines during an election season?
Well, it's like,
Jeez.
I went to Vegas a couple of years ago for the FNT meetup, and my supporters paid for my trip, right? So I'm like live streaming or like vlogging the entire time, and I feel like such a douchebag vlogging because of all of the douchebags that are assholes when they vlog and they're not respectful to other people and they're not respectful of their surroundings. And they give the rest of us a bad name. But the nice part about it is you don't have to. Cancel culture is something that comes from the top down, right? That's an authority saying that. That's Hollywood saying that. That's the media saying that. That's the government saying that in some cases. What we're seeing is people actually dealing with dealing with the actual legitimate consequences of their actions. Because guess what? You piss off a good segment of the population, your game's going to flop. You piss off a good portion of your audience, you're going to lose your audience and you're going to lose your job. You know what I mean? So you idiots out here want to keep acting like this Johnny Somali facing criminal charges in Korea. Good possibility he might go to jail.
Good.
You know what I mean?
No, homie is going to jail. That guy is going.
Right. So
There's
it's
no
like-
way. There's no
Like
way.
we don't need some mass organized campaign like they did to cancel somebody. We just sit back and laugh at them and just point out the truth of what they're doing. And that's all we have to do. We tell the truth and everything else handles itself.
Well, speaking of cancel culture, how long have we been going on this topic? I don't know. It could be half an hour. It could be 50 minutes.
Yeah,
but
we might need to move on.
But no. Speaking of cancel culture, we could talk about someone who really deserves it, but I don't know what time we're on, so I can't write down the timestamp. How long have we been live?
Now
An
for
hour?
75
1 hour
minutes.
and 15 minutes.
Yep.
Right.
There
okay,
you
I'll
go.
write that down.
And 39 seconds.
And 39 seconds. You better be right about that, or I'm nailing your head to a wall. But
You're gonna have to come to the United States,
be the-
man. Like,
It
forget
wouldn't be the first
passport out.
time Ryan's head's been bashed into a wall by another guy.
oh damn! But the